Hey guys, what's up? It's Duncan Cage fan here. Yes, I kind of sound like I lost my voice, but with good reason. I'm bringing you guys a concert review of last night's date on the Decibel magazine tour. And if you aren't familiar with it and who's on the bill this year, it's of course headlined by Cannibal Corpse, Napalm Death, Immolation, and special guest Beyond Creation. Now, this took place at the Royale in Boston, Massachusetts, and what I gotta say is this was probably the craziest fucking show I've ever been to. I had no idea what the venue would be like, and as soon as I got inside and I looked and I saw that there was no barricade whatsoever, I knew this show was going to be chaotic as fuck beyond what I expected. Um, when we got there, actually, me and my buddy Ryan, who went, who you saw in my New England Metal Fest reviews. We went to the show and we got the early entry package. So actually, when I get to I'm going to get to the package right now because you actually, if you got the early entry package or whatever, you get a couple of free stuff. You get a free T-shirt, which is this with the tour dates on the back. It's not really a special shirt, but it's cool. And then you also get a free poster with that, and it's the cover from the last Decibel magazine cover. Get Corpse Grinder, Barney, and Ross Dolan on there, which is awesome. And we'll get right into the show. Actually, before we get into the show, right when we got in, we went to the merch table. I look over to my left. There was Alex Webster, Cannibal Corpse, just right there. And me and my friend Ryan actually met him. Talked to him for a little bit. One of the nicest dudes ever that I've ever met, period. He was really cool. Um, I also bought this shirt. It's the Bloodthirst. Let me give you a look at that. Yep, Bloodthirst. And yeah, and then the first band, obviously, that came on was the band called Beyond Creation from, I think, Montreal, Canada. These guys were a three piece. There was a drummer and two guitar players with eight strings, kind of like a Animals as Leaders, but death metal. And these guys put on one hell of a show. They were really fucking sick. I was very impressed. I've heard them before, and I was just like floored. These guys kicked major ass. The next up, we had, of course, death metal veterans. Actually, these are all death metal veterans. First one being Immolation. They played for, I want to say, 35 minutes, and they played a few new songs off of Kingdom of Conspiracy. The one that they closed with was All That Awaits Us, which is my favorite song off that album. They played stuff off of their last album, some early albums. They played Majesty and Decay, uh, Dawn of Possession, stuff like that. And yeah, it was really awesome seeing those guys live. They rip. It was awesome seeing Ross Dolan's hair just go everywhere because I wish I had hair like that guy. Not to sound like I'm homosexual, which I'm not, which I'm fine with homosexuals, but that's beyond the point of this video. They played a very blistering set. They really impressed me live, and they sound just like their albums live, which is what few bands they're one of the few bands I've seen that actually sound like their records live. It's kind of crazy. Um, yeah, I'm sorry I look so tired. I didn't get a whole lot of sleep last night. I didn't get to bed until about 5 o'clock this morning, and it's not even noon. Next up, we had Grind Legends Napalm Death. They played a blistering 20, 21 songs, I believe, and it was just nonstop chaos. Barney just fucking goes berserk on stage. It's insane that he still does this after all these years. They sounded really tight, in my opinion. I thought they were fucking fantastic. Um, Barney has like the most chaotic vocals I've ever heard live, and yeah, everything else was just ridiculous. And I was watching the drummer quite a bit during their set because watching him do the blast beats like all past Napalm Death shit has. Seeing him pull it off live is just another reason to see this band live because they actually do pull off their shit live. They played a few songs off of Utilitarian, their newest album that came out a year ago. It was they were those were awesome, as well as they played the classics, and they also, before they played their last song, of course they played "You Suffer," and then after that they went into their cover of Nazi Punk's "Fuck Off" by the Dead Kennedys, which was awesome as fuck. Um, they played stuff like "Scum," "Life," "Suffer the Children," bunch of shit like that. It was a very fucking insane set by their part. And then, of course, the death metal kings themselves, Cannibal Corpse. These guys, after 25 years, still kicking ass and still pulling off their shit live. It's ridiculous. Watching these guys play, I mean, like last year I went to Summer Slaughter, and the people I went with were fucking retards and decided, oh, we're going to leave during Cannibal Corpse. I'm like, you guys are fucking assholes. I haven't talked to those guys since. Um, anyway, but I got to see them. I got to see Corpse. I got to see Cannibal Corpse headline for and play 20 songs. They played a lot of rare shit on this tour. Let me tell you. They opened up with a song I haven't heard them play live. They opened up with a Skull Full of Maggots. That was fucking awesome. After that, they played Staring Through the Eyes of the Dead, the opening track off The Bleeding, Edible Autopsy, Addicted to Vaginal Skin, An Experiment in Homicide, just to name a few, as well as fucking uh, Dormant Bodies Bursting, Dead Human Collection, Disposal of the Body. Oh, the list goes on. And of course, they played the hits. I mean, like Evisceration Plague, Demented Aggression, Scourge of Iron, I Come Blood, Make Them Suffer. And of course, the last two songs always being Hammer Smash Face and Stripped, Raped, and Strangled. And let me tell you, I got hit so many times during Cannibal Corpse's set from all the fucking crowd surfers. Um, and yeah, there was quite a bit of stage diving too. Like I thought this was just I thought I was gonna die last night because of all the fuck like seeing Cannibal Corpse with no barricade is just another experience you have to witness, I guess. And the funny thing is, I was dead in the center, so I was right in front of Corpse Grinder, so he was like basically like this to me. I was just looking straight up at him. It was crazy. I got a ton of footage throughout the night, so look out for those videos. I got a couple from Immolation, a few from Napalm Death, and then I got a bunch from Cannibal. So it was fun trying to get footage right up front with all the freaking crowd surfers and shit. It was, like I said in the beginning of the video, the craziest fucking show I've ever been to. I'm not entirely I'm not sore yet, but I know I will be because I got hit, pushed, shoved, kicked. Yeah, it fucking sucked in that regard. But oh, and before I leave this video, the coolest fucking thing I've ever seen at a show happened last night. There was this one kid, I believe his name was Arthur. He was a disabled kid in a wheelchair, and these guys actually made a little section near the front around him so he could just rock the fuck out. And then George Corpse Grinder dedicated the song Demented Aggression to that kid, which was awesome. But then later on in the set, they decided to pick him up and put him on stage. It was awesome. Like, you do not see that in any genre of music ever. You only see that in metal. This is why I say metal is the greatest fucking genre ever. Because they accept everybody. And, yeah, I mean, pop music, fuck that. They don't accept everybody. They just accept certain people, which is fucking retarded. That's why I don't listen to pop music. That's just my opinion, though. Yeah, you don't see that in any other genre except for metal that I've seen. I mean, that's probably rock music, but metal, especially at a Cannibal Corpse show, it's insane. But yeah, I'm gonna conclude this video. Thank you guys for watching. If the Decibel tour is coming near you guys, please go check it out. I urge you all to go. It's a fucking great time. You're gonna freaking, it's gonna be a good time. Like, it's the most brutal show going right now, the most brutal tour, I should say. So yeah, go ahead and try to catch this tour if it hasn't come to your city yet. So I'm going to conclude this video. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for subscribing. I'll see you guys later. Peace out and keep it metal.